Shots fired and a person shot at this location upon arrival.
Suspect is now in custody. That's our breaking news. Apparently, police catching up with the person they had originally.
A description of the suspect. So, if you are in this area, listen up. This is who they're looking for.
On the situation, if you're just now joining us, at least 14 dead, 50.
Welcome back to our coverage of a shooting in a temple just outside of Milwaukee early this morning. I'm Rob.
Deadly workplace shooting at a sign company. Several people, including the
Hearts are broken. Speaking for so many Americans today, over 20 little children dead, more adults died after the worst shooting ever at a grade school. Here is what we know right now.
So I know you heard about the shooting that happened in Connecticut. How do you feel about that shooting?
Well, I think that the Connecticut shooting, along with all the other shooting sprees of the past, have all been horrific in the sense that innocent bystanders and children and people from all sorts and walks of life have been injured or killed in the process due to some deranged individual with a very dangerous weapon.
So how do you feel about civilians carrying weapons?
Well, as far as civilians carrying firearms, I feel that under one of the amendments of the Constitution, that a civilian who has no criminal background or record, or is not having been convicted of any type of domestic violence or has a propensity for violence, should have the right to own or possess a firearm.
So how do you feel about armed security in schools?
Would be a valuable asset, you know, to the school. I feel that the security professional should be able to perform their duties with full efficiency. However, as far as like maybe teachers being armed, I honestly don't think that that would be a great idea, because in a possible panic situation, you may not just have just that one class panicking. You may have multiple students in the corridors or the hallways. And one thing is, the police officer they teach you is you need to know where that round is going to go, because you have a potential possibility of injuring a student, you know, or a student getting caught in what they call friendly fire, where, you know, had they just been, had the teachers had basically just told the students to, you know, to stay centered in their classrooms and let the security handle it. You know, it would have made for a more effective apprehension of the dangerous individual at hand.
What would you do to quell the violence in America regarding shooting sprees in 2012?
For starters, the way I would quell gun violence in America, I would initiate tougher gun laws at these gun shows. These individuals who sell guns at these gun shows and some of these close out rural areas would have to have different background checks. Right? I feel like continuous background checks on people who have already, you know, actually having obtained that weapon, you end up getting some type of conviction for domestic violence or some criminal conviction, that at some point that law enforcement will be able to go in, perform a random background check, having been found guilty of, you know, being in possession of a firearm after having been convicted of such as a crime like domestic violence or whatever have you, or any serious crime for that matter, that your guns would.
In 2010, America had a 10.2 total death rate that was firearm related.
America is struggling. Let's stop the gun violence.
Stop gun violence. Stop gun violence.
Practice what you preach and what you tell me, Lord, achieve. Father, Father, Father.